Good morning, world. In our last video, I talked about depression and mentioned that in this next video, I was going to share some tips, some tools that people can use to either help themselves or others that they know are dealing with symptoms of depression. And so this is the next video. The first thing that I always like to mention for anybody, and it's not even just for depression, life affirming activities. I've got that word from a professor in college, and I have been using it for as long as I have known it. And what that means is engaging in things that remind you that life is great, life is there, and there are positive things to life, that kind of things that make you want to stick around, things that can excite a person about life affirming activities, things that remind you of the positive things, of the good things about life, situations, environment, and things of that nature. So that would be one of the first things that I would recommend for anyone dealing or experiencing some symptoms of depression, because when you're feeling super sad, or you're losing interest in things that you used to have or that you used to enjoy, being engaged in situations, opportunities that reminding you about these positive things is very helpful. And the second thing that you can do, either for yourself or for someone else dealing with issues relating to depression, is helping address the issue. If it is your own issue that you're dealing with, find ways to start addressing the issue. You lost your job, okay, you're feeling sad, you're starting to experience symptoms of depression. So as part of dealing with the symptoms of depression would be addressing whatever that issue is that was the catalyst, the issue that started the symptoms, addressing that issue, because that will give you a segue out of the symptoms. Because if as you work to fix the issue, then the symptoms themselves can be mitigated. Future planning. A lot of times issues or symptoms of depression start out of a loss, whether it's the loss of a loved one, the loss of a job, the loss of a reputation, whatever it is that you lose. A lot of times loss can bring about feelings of depression. And what future planning does is help you realize or remind you that there is still more. Even though you may not have what you've lost, there is still a lot more going on in life. There are still other things for you in this life, and other things out there that's waiting on you, things that you can participate in, things that will help you, where you can help, things that will help you just be a valuable part of life. And that brings me to the next one. Whether it's for yourself or for another person, this works probably better when you're trying to help another person, is providing opportunities for the person to be valuable and feel valuable. Getting the person engaged and helping. Remind them that, hey, you know what? You're a big deal. You are important. You can make certain things happen. So give them opportunities to feel that they are valued, that they matter. And if you are the one going through that depression, seek out those opportunities, just things that make you feel a little better about yourself, things that remind you of how important you are to the people around you, to your community. It could be service projects, helping people in your life, helping people that you don't know. Just seek out opportunities to make a difference for someone else. When you're going through depression, the last thing you're thinking really is, okay, I want to go help someone else. But sometimes just being able to get out there and be helpful and be valuable can make that difference. And getting a person engaged in things that they once enjoyed, or things that they will enjoy, is very important. Yes, when you're feeling depressed, you don't have the energy, you don't feel like you don't have the motivation to just get up and say, hey, there's a festival, I'm gonna go and have fun. That energy may not be there. But when you have, if you're a friend or a family member and know of a person who is going through certain things, to do with depression symptoms, help provide these opportunities for them to get involved in the things that they enjoyed. If they once enjoyed dancing, it may not be every Friday thing, but try to get them to go to a class. They may not want to go to a club where it's too much of that stimulation, but opportunities to gradually get them in there, get them participating in the things that they once enjoyed, so that they can kind of start to get that feeling back of enjoying something about life, enjoying life itself. People going through depression have a tendency to isolate themselves. They don't want to be around other people, or it's not so much that they don't want to, it's just hard to be around other people when you're going through those symptoms. It's hard to be around people that are out there, because the energy, the desire is always to feel better, but it just takes a lot for a person going through depression to be with other people. So if it is yourself, try to push, maybe in smaller doses, and just being with the people you love, the people that you once enjoyed spending time with, the people that care about you. Because having that feeling of love, being with those people that you care about, give you a bit of positive energy to help you squash out, to help push out some of the negative depressive energies that you have. So being involved with, being engaged with people who love you, people that you love, try to bring that in. And if you are not the person going through the symptom, you're a friend or a family member, one of the things to remember is that it's going to get hard, because as I mentioned, being with people is difficult when you're depressed. So the response you're often going to get is, oh, I can't go, I can't do it because of this, I can't do it because of that. And it's going to take a lot of energy from you to get the person with those loved ones. So just kind of be there. And which brings me to my next one, which is to be patient. Because depression is not one of those things where you just get up one day and like, yay, I am no longer depressed, it's all done. It doesn't work that way. It takes work and it takes time. So you will do one thing one day and you may see a little bit of a change, and tomorrow you come back and you see that change is gone. Or you may try for a long time and realize that, okay, you know what, the progress is very slow. When you take on the task of helping someone through depression, you have to first know that, okay, this is going to challenge my patience. This is going to require me to be tenacious. This is going to require me to put aside some of my preconceived notions of what to do or how to do it, or when things should happen, because getting through the depression is going to happen on that person's time, and it may not meet with what your expectations are. So just plan to be patient and just continue to be there even when they say no. Hey, I don't feel like going today. Don't let that be a deterrence. If they're not responsive today, there's always tomorrow. So keep trying, be patient, and be there. And my final and probably most important piece of advice I can give somebody is get professional help. Sometimes the symptoms are mild and they're at that level where we can't handle them ourselves. A lot of times people go through a minor depressive episode, or a minor depressive symptom, really, where you feel the symptom, you took care of it. Or you feel the symptom, you, with the help of friend or family, took care of it. But sometimes the individual, and even with the help of friends and family, can't get the progress to happen in a reasonable time frame. And you have to remember that this is why there is help. Get the help of a professional. these are people whose job, whose training, whose passion it is to help you. And you have to always remember that it's okay. It's okay to go and get help. There are so many ways. Ask a friend. Check out 211. Go online. There are so many websites where you can get information about therapists. There are so many opportunities. Go through your church. Go through your local community center. Whatever you have to do. Before it gets to the point where it's absolutely unmanageable, while you still have some energy, take the time, do the research, and get professional help if that's what's needed. Because there is a way out of depression, but you have to be willing to take the step to find it. And leaving it and taking time and saying, okay, I'm going to get it done myself, I don't need help, that only leaves you to suffer a lot longer. So as soon as you realize that, you know what, this is at that level where I may need professional assistance, the very moment you come to that realization, it's time to get up and move. It's time to make the call. It's time to find the right person. It's time to do the research and get yourself the right professional that's going to be able to help you and help you get through this. Because again, the longer you wait, the longer you keep yourself suffering. There's no point to suffering extra long. You get no bonus points for suffering an extra day. Just get up, make the call, make the appointment, get going, and get the help you need. All right? So that's all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.